Only one team remains unbeaten out in the Bundesliga, and it's not the champions Bayern München. Who will it be? I'll tell you a little about it next. Show today. We take a look at match number 11 out on the Bundesliga, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button to get you bang up to date with all things Bundesliga related, Blackburn Rovers related, whoa, football related. We get it all here under one Christmas tree. That's right, boys and girls. Of course, it is not Bayern, it's not Leipzig, it's not even Dortmund. It's Bayer bloody Leverkusen. They're unbeaten so far, winning 6 and drawing 4 of their 10 games. Can they remain unbeaten heading into this one, where they've got a bit of a fruity encounter against Hoffenheim? We'll take a look at that in a minute. I don't have a big shout out, of course, right here, right now, to the Patreon gang. That's right, we're up to 20 bloody 2. That's right, just 3 shy of the amazing goal, which is 2025. Yeah, trying to get ever closer. So big shout out to the latest member of the gang, Stephen McNeil. So big shout out to you, sir, for becoming Patreon number 22. So I do appreciate your support, especially times like these. And again, edging closer to that monstrous goal of 25 patrons. So if anyone else is out there that wants to become the latest member of the Broverhood, check out the link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. Also check out the links to my other stuff in the description area: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. I'm very vocal on Twitter. I'm on Twitch, and we're going to have some exclusive content on Twitch very soon. So make sure you check that bad boy out. And of course, Facebook, I'm on there, and that's where you can catch up with me on the fly as well. That's it though. Let's get into it. Of course, take a look at how we all got on in the Bundesliga. And I'll tell you right here, right now, don't expect anything amazing, because a lot of us, including me, did pretty shitty. Of course, let's take a look at it then, shall we? Not 2 in the shit face against 3 to 6 in the shit face club, 7+. Forget about it. Don't even go there. Don't even look at it. Hertha Berlin against Union Berlin, the Battle of the Berlins. Ended up as a win for Hertha, 3-1 in the end. The real deal's on the right, Marpix on the left. I went with the draw. Tawia Awoni on the score for Union Berlin. Peter Bakanik, Christoph Pelicic with a couple of goals there for himself. Robert in a 3-1 win. Robert Andrich got himself sent off for Union Berlin to make matters harder for them, as they pretty much played 2/3 of the match with only 10 men. Meanwhile, Freiburg, Mönchengladbach ended up as a 2-2 draw. A good result there for Freiburg. Shame on Mönchengladbach though. Breland Bolo, Alessandro Pli on the score sheet for Mönchengladbach. Philipp Leinhardt, Vincenzo Grifo on the score sheet for Freiburg. As points were split right down the bloody middle. Of course, Mönchengladbach got their own, bigger fish to fry this week. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get this video up before the match against Real Madrid in the old Champions League. Meanwhile, Frankie up against Dortmund ended up all square, 1-1 in the end on this one. Points dropped again, 3-1 for me though. Shame on me. Goals for Giovanni Reina on the score sheet for Dortmund, Dachi Kameda on the score sheet for Frankfurt, as they, have only lost once as well. So, of course, a lot of teams proving hard to beat this time around. Meanwhile, Köln against Wolfsburg ended up as a 2-2 bloody draw in the first of many draws this time around. Of course, scores on this one. Jan Thielmann on the score sheet for Köln, Ondra Duda as well, with Maximilian Arnold and Wout Weghorst as the scores for Wolfsburg on this one with a 2-2 draw. Actually, with a 0-0, so not too shabby on that one. Bielefeld 1-0 winners over Mainz. I called it, lads. Got over the 2 win myself, as Bielefeld picked up a monstrous 3-point. Manuel Pretty on the score sheet, where Ritsu Doan as well, Kevin Stoger getting a consolation goal there for Mainz, as Bielefeld kept their hopes of staying in the Bundesliga alive as they move into the old playoff spots now, and a win for them potentially could go to the 14th spot. Meanwhile, Bayern against Leipzig in the battle of the big boys here, end up all square. A couple of points dropped perhaps Bayern for this one. Christopher Nuku on the score sheet, Justin Kluivert, Emil Forsberg as well. Big week this for Leipzig. Jan Musala, Thomas Muller with a couple of goals as well in a 3-3 bloody draw. Actually went with Bayern to win this one 2-0. So definitely advantage Leipzig on that one, picking up some big points for them. They've only lost the once this season, as had Bayern. Meanwhile, Werder Bremen against Stuttgart, of course, 2-1 win in the end for Stuttgart. Actually went with a 1-0 win for Werder Bremen. Goal scores on the day. This one, Silas Wanagukita with a couple of goals there for Stuttgart. Davis Silky scored for Werder Bremen as they lost. Still good season so far. Actually, they're starting to drip down a little bit. Werder Bremen need to up their game, or else they'll end up in a similar predicament as last time around. But Stuttgart, big win for them as they move into the top half of the table. Meanwhile, Schalke against Leverkusen, 3-0 win for Leverkusen. Called it, lads. Bang on the bloody nose. Malek Thior on score sheet with Julian and Bargart and Patrick Schick getting the goals for Leverkusen as they won 3-0. Called it, lads. Meanwhile, of course, Hoffenheim also took their business against Augsburg, 3-1 winners over them. Florian Goetherisch on score sheet with Elibas Buu as well, with Daniel Kelgogi getting a consolation goal there for Augsburg. And actually, I got myself 4 out of 9, which ain't too bad. What about you guys, though? Let's take a look at you in just a second. Of course, the table as it stands. Bayern lead the charge at the moment by 1 point over Leverkusen, who are leading Leipzig in third by 1 point, who are leading Dortmund by 2 points. So just 4 points separate first from fourth at the moment. Wolfsburg up to fifth, Union Berlin to sixth. My boys are in seventh, but a win away from top four. On the flip side, Schalke Mainz going down as it stands. Bielefeld, though, not too far away either, as are Köln as it stands. What about you guys? I'll tell you now. Well, you guys need to up your game. I'll tell you what, you're letting the side down. The lot of yous. Johnny talks Bundesliga Shide. Roberto Hollis, Poop, Costas K, you're okay. Ola Giojo, you're also okay. Well done, brother. Dario Lavada Rossa also did shocking. Imagine MLS Esquivel, you also did okay. You're all right. You can be happy. Liam 2000, shocking. Hans Worst, ghastly. Ivan Stringer, Poop. Imagine Monday, not too bad. Maurice Spitelli, shocking. Bianca Molla also did shocking, but it's okay. Ultra Amamira, shockingly good. Shockingly good, man. Ibridge the coffin dance. He did alright. Okay, he did okay. Yannick Buster did bits. Vincent Hong, shocking. Get out of it. Cody Go did okay with an edit. Not too bad as well. Shane O'Donnell also did shocking, but you're alright. Luca Cachado, shocking. Gaming Charlie, he's okay. LG and Cal, not too bad either. We Keep Yard did okay. Shepard also did shocking, but you're alright. You can do whatever you like. Josh Will Travel, not too bad. Ishan did shite. Ilmush the coffin did okay. Alan MC, clapping because you did poop. NWC 239, shocking as well. Alex Weller, he did alright. And Nathan Eva also did okay. So that's your things. I got 4. Remember that number, boys. Remember that number. Number 4. Ooh, your kingpin this week is not me. It's okay. He gets himself 5 out of 9 over the halfway mark. So kudos to him. Fair play. You are the prediction king for this week and this week alone. But what has that done to the overall leaderboard out of the Bundesliga? Close your eyes. Who is it? It is. Whoa, Alex Weller still hanging on in there by 1 percentage point over Costas K and Yannick Bustler, who are hot on your heels, brother. Not too far away either. As we are QPR, NWC 239 and Shane O'Donnell in the top 5. Bianca not also too far away as well. So it's still a lot of games to be played out in the Bundesliga. So you've got to keep up the heat, Alex. You have set the benchmark, but everyone's closing in on you, of course, and we're going to get into the next round of matches right here, right now, as this could be the game-changing week. Could the tabletoppers be swapped around? Let's get into it. Of course, take a look at Wolfsburg up against Frankie. They played each other in the past 43 times, 19 wins for Wolfsburg, 9 for Frankie, and 14 bloody draws. The last 63 for Wolfsburg, 2 for Frankie, and 1 bloody draw. Last time out was in Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga back in May 2020. In lockdown, I believe it was 2-1 win for Frankie as well. Andre Silva, Dachi Kamedo on the score sheet for Frankie. Kevin Mbobo on score sheet for Wolfsburg. Lucas Tono got himself sent off for Frankie, but they held on for the W. Frankfurt actually drawn the last 5 in the Bundesliga. Wolfsburg actually defeated in the last 10. So 2 teams who are proving difficult to beat. Frankfurt haven't won in a while. Just 2 wins all season, drawing 7. They are the draw specialists on the flip side. Frankie are doing well. So Wolfsburg are doing well in the top 5 yet to taste defeat. Holy smokes, did I miss that? Wolfsburg are also unbeaten. Bloody Nora. Bloody Nora. Shame on me. Is there any other ones? Is there any other unbeaten teams? No, there's 2. There is 2. Bloody Nora. Bloody Nora. What a ghastly intro that was. But anyway, well, we move on. We digress. It's easy to miss. Okay, take a look at the situation in the bookies. That's a bit of a party pooper. Heading into the bookies odds on this one: 11-10 for Wolfsburg, 13-5 is your draw, 9-4 is your Frankie on this one, of course. Situation out in the league says Frankie's win. If they were to be victorious in 9th, they could go as high as 6th in the table. Wolfsburg, they're coming to this in 5th, and a win for them. They could go as high as 3rd in the table. Oh yes, indeed, with a bit of a goal swing and a bit of luck their way. I've gone with a win for. No, I haven't gone with the draw on this one. 1-1 in the end. Point split right down the middle, and I think that probably favours Frankfurt in the end. And it's another draw for them, and it continues Wolfsburg unbeaten run. Next up we have Freiburg. No, we don't. We have Dortmund taking on Stuttgart. Let's take a closer look at this one. They played each other in the past 110 times. 44 wins for Dortmund, 42 wins for Stuttgart, and 24 draws. Of the last 6 seasons, 5 for Dortmund, 1 for Stuttgart. No bloody draws. Last time out was in the BBB over in Dortmund, of course, a 3-1 win for Dortmund back in March 2019. Royce on the score sheet, Paco Assazar, Christian Pulisic as well. Mark Oliver Kempf on the score sheet for Stuttgart in a 3-1 loss for them. Stuttgart undefeated in the last 6 away matches. They come into this 1 defeat the past 6 overall across the board. Of course, on the flip side, 1 defeat the past 6 as well for Dortmund. That was against Köln, surprisingly, as well. So 2 teams on proving to be very difficult to beat. 20-9 on for Dortmund for the victory. 7-2 is your 11-2 is your away win on this one. That is Stuttgart. Stuttgart come into this. They're actually in 8th spot, but with them they could actually go as high as 6th in the table. Dortmund come to this in 4th, and with them they could go as high as 2nd in the bloody league. Of course, if they were to be victorious and everything else goes their way. I've gone with a 2-0 win for Dortmund to get part 1 of that list of chores to be done to get up to second in the table. Next up, we have Leipzig, who currently find themselves in third in the table and a win away from going. But will they get there? We'll have a look at it then. So, of course, they're taking on Werder Bremen. They played 8 times in the past, 5 wins for Leipzig, 2 for Bremen, and 1 bloody draw. Last 6, he's 4 for Leipzig, 1 for Bremen, and 1 draw. Last time out was in Leipzig. It was a 3-0 win for Leipzig back in February 2020. Lucas Kosterman on score sheet, Patrick Schick as well. Nordi Mukelele on the score sheet for Leipzig. Heading into this, Leipzig are defeated in 23 of the last 25 matches. Heading into this, of course, Leipzig also scoring at least 2 goals in their last 5 home. Werder Bremen actually failed to win the last 7 matches, both home and away. They come into this losing 3 of the past 4. On the flip side, Leipzig come into this winning 3 of the past 4, including a win just the other day against Manchester United, of course. Bookies odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have on the bookies odds? 3-1 on for Leipzig, 17-4 is your draw, 8-1 is your Bremen on this one. Bremen come to this in 13th, and a win for them, they could go as high as 8th in the table. Leipzig coming to this in 3rd, and again, a win for them, they could go so with a big fat W and everything else going their way. I've gone with on this one a well in for Leipzig, and that win could potentially, and I think, no, it won't be for 25. It might be for like a couple of hours. They could go top of the pops. So next up, of course, we have Mönchengladbach. My boys against Hertha Berlin. Of course, they played each other 70 times in the past. And it's been 29 wins for Gladbach, 26 wins for Berlin, and 15 bloody draws. The last 6, he's 3 for Gladbach, 2 for Berlin, and 1 draw. Last time out in Mönchengladbach was back in June in lockdown. It was a 2-1 win for Gladbach. Jonas Hoffmann on score sheet, Bielan Bolo as well. Vidar Ibisevic on score sheet as well for Berlin. But Mönchengladbach actually defeated in their last 8 home matches heading into this. Just 2 wins in the past 5 for them on the flip side. Same can be said for Hertha Berlin, 2 wins in the past 6, 1 defeat the past 5, if you want to look at it that way. So Berlin are proving to be stubborn opposition at the moment. 5-4 on for Mönchengladbach, 3-1 is your draw, 3-1 is also your Berlin for the victory on this one. Berlin coming to this in 12th, win for them, they could actually go as high as 8th in the table. Gladbach coming to this in 7th, and win for them, they could actually go as high as 4th if they were to be victorious on this and everything else goes their way, which I don't think it will. But they went with a 2-0 win for me on this one for Gladbach to get back to winning ways and maybe, just maybe, push for top 6 for the time being. Next, though, we have Freiburg up against Arminia Bielefeld. They played each other 16 times in the past, 5 wins for Freiburg, 6 for Bielefeld, and 5 draws. Last 6 seasons, 1 for Freiburg, 3 for Bielefeld, and 2 bloody draws. Last time out was in Bielefeld in 2016 in the Schweizer Bundesliga. It was a 4-1 win for Freiburg. Last time out in Freiburg was a 2-2 draw back in September 2015. Fabian Kloss and Florian Dick on the score sheet for Bielefeld, Niels Petersen and Lucas Hufnagel on the score sheet for Freiburg. Heading into this, Bielefeld actually lost the last 4 away matches. Freiburg actually failed to win the last 9 as well. 1 win in the past 6 for Bielefeld, not really great. Back-to-back games unbeaten for Freiburg on this one, but they've both been draws. Look at the situation out in the bookies on this one. Freiburg are 6-5 on for the victory, 11-4 draw. 3-1 is your Bielefeld on this one. Bielefeld coming to this in 16th in the win for them. They could go as high as 14th in the table. Freiburg are actually in 14th in the win for them. They could go as high as Swaff in the old league, of course. I've gone with a 1-1 draw on this one. Doesn't really separate, doesn't really benefit any of the sides here who are struggling. They need to win these games, but I can't separate the 2 sides. Next up, we have Mainz against FC Köln. Of course, played each other in the past. How many times they played each other? 31 times, 11 wins for Mainz, 12 times for Köln, and 8 bloody draws. The last 6 seasons, what do we have? 2 for Mainz, 1 for Köln, and 3 bloody draws, including a draw last time out in Köln, or in Cologne, however you want to pronounce it. Back in May 2020, it was a 2-2 draw. Last time out at Mainz was a 3-1 win for Mainz back in October 2019. Goal scorers on the day were Jean-Paul Boutelis, Robin Quaison, and Levin Utsanale on score sheet with Simon Tarode on score sheet for Mainz. Heading into this, though, Köln have actually failed to win 19 last 20 matches in the Bundesliga. Mainz have actually failed to win 10 of the last 11. So 2 teams knocking her out a little bit. Just 1 win in 6 for both of these 2 sides. 2 teams looking for some points, and they need them fast. Bookies odds on this one. 7-5 for Mainz, 13-5 is draw, 70-10 is your Köln. Köln coming to this in 15th spot, but a win for them, they could actually go as high as 14th. Mainz coming to this in 17th, and a win for them, they could actually go above Freiburg into 14th. With a bit of luck their way. I've gone with a 1-0 win for Mainz to get the W, only their 2nd win of the campaign. Next up, we have Union Berlin up against Bayern. They played each other in the past just the 2 times. There's been 2 wins out of 2 for Bayern, of course. Last time out in Berlin was a 2-0 win for Bayern back in May 2020, of course. Robert Lewandowski on the score sheet, Benjamin Pavard as well in a comfortable 2-0 win. Bayern have actually won 14 last 15 away matches heading into this, and they're coming into this just winning 2 of the past 5 for Bayern, but it's just 1 defeat so far this season. On the first side, just 1 defeat the past 6 for Berlin, and that was against Hertha the other day in the Battle of the Berlins, of course. Heading into this, the bookies odds is 1-9-1 for Union Berlin. Long shots. 4-1 on is your Bayern on this one. 5-1 is your draw. Of course, Bayern coming to this top of the pops, and a win for them will be top of the pops. On the flip side, Union Berlin could come into this in 6th place, but a win for them, they could go 4th in the table on this one. I've gone with a win for your Bayern on this one, of course, comfortably in the bloody air. Next up, we have Augsburg up against Schalke. Schalke. Of course, Schalke in a bit of trouble. They are rooted to the foot of the table. They could be going down. Heading into this, of course, played each other 19 times in the past. 2 wins for Augsburg, 10 wins for Schalke, and 7 bloody draws. Last 6, he's 1 for Augsburg, 3 for Schalke, and 2 bloody draws. Last time out with Schalke was a 3-0 win for Augsburg back in May 2020. Last time out, though, in Augsburg was a 3-2 win for Schalke back in November 2019. Take a look at the goal scorers on the day on this one. We got, I don't know, the computer's playing silly beggars on me. Last time out in Augsburg was a 3-2 win for Schalke. Steven Lichtsteiner with big fat OG, Ozan Kabach, Ademir Harat as well, scoring for Schalke, Daniel Barilla, and Alfred Fingerboss on scoring for Augsburg. Heading into the Schalke have actually failed to win the last 26 matches. They've also conceded 2 goals in 11 of the last 13. You come to this just one in 6. That was in the German Cup. The Pokal Cup. The same could be said for Augsburg, 1 win past 6 for them. 2 sides looking for some points, and they'll buy them on eBay if possible. Heading into this, 11-10 for Augsburg, 30-5 is your draw, 14-5 is your Schalke. Schalke coming to this bottom of the pops, but a win for them. They could actually go above Mainz in the table. Of course, they need a bit of lady luck if they're to be to get there. Of course, Augsburg coming to this in 11th, and a win for them. They could actually go as high as 8th in the table themselves on this one. Going with Augsburg on this one to get the win and get them moving in the right direction. And finally, we have Bayern Leverkusen taking on Hoffenheim. Of course, this match will be played on Sunday as well. Played each other 25 times in the past. 14 wins for Leverkusen, 7 wins for Hoffenheim, and 4 bloody draws. The last 6, he's 1 win for Leverkusen, 3 for Hoffenheim, and 2 bloody draws. Last time out was in Hoffenheim as a 2-1 win for Hoffenheim, and that was back in February 2020. Of course, last time Leverkusen was a nil draw. You've got to go all the way back to 2018 for Leverkusen's last victory over Hoffenheim, and it was in Hoffenheim. Heading into this, Leverkusen actually won 6 of the last 7 matches in the Bundesliga, scoring at least 2 goals in 5 of the last 6. They come into this winning 4 of the past 5. On the flip side, Hoffenheim unbeaten in the last 5 as well, win all competitions, including the Europa League. They are drawing a lot of those games, though. They've drawn 3 of the past 5. Heading into this, the bookies odds on this one then, shall we? 11-8 for Leverkusen, who currently sit second in the table. Unbeaten, of course. 60-5 is, of course, your draw. 3-1 is your long shots. That's Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim come to this in 10th at the table, of course, and a win for them. They could actually go as high as 8th. Of course, Leverkusen could mathematically go big fat W and a little bit of luck going the other way, of course, with Bayern's result, but I don't think that's going to happen. But they will get the win with a 3-1 win in again to maintain their unbeaten status and maybe, just maybe, a push for the title. That's what I think will happen this time out in the Bundesliga. Be sure to get your picks in nice and early, of course. This is the table will look like at the end of it by Leverkusen. Will still be in second spot, unbeaten, of course, but your leaders will still be Bayern with a 1-point cushion over them chasing afterwards. Leipzig in 3rd, Dortmund into 4th, Mönchengladbach up to 6th. That's what we're talking about. Köln and Schalke going down. Bielefeld, no, not too far away either, with Mainz and Freiburg not completely safe just yet. That's what I think, of course, out in the Bundesliga. Be sure to get your picks in nice and early for this one. And, of course, we'll be back again for the next weekend's matches. And, again, be sure to check out the links down below. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and all that kind of jazz. If you got time, make sure you hop on over to those platforms and smash the follow, because it'll keep you up to date with all the content coming out of the channel, whether it is on Facebook, whether it is on Twitch, because we've got exclusive content coming on Twitch that will not be restreamed. Sometimes I do restreams or live streams on multiple platforms at the same time, but really, heading into 2021, we're going to be doing some exclusive Twitch-only stuff that will be, of course, going to be accessible for those, including maybe even a Football Manager, a Bundesliga save, or we'll be looking at doing things like that. Some FIFA stuff as well, exclusively on Twitch. Again, also check out the link to Patreon if you want to become the latest brother or another mother, exclusive VIP producer of the channel. I'm trying to get to 25. We're up to 22 right now, which is so close, and I really would love to get over that line, so make sure you check that sucker out. But until then, though, be sure to give the video some love in, smash the thumbs up, smash subscribe. Will your team do very well in the Bundesliga? Will your picks do very well? Will you come out at the top of the prediction league next time around? We'll take a little look at it next week.